everyone, I'm very glad you can join us today. I want to thank you so much for your comments and kind words. It's always amazing to hear from you, both the positives and the negatives. I appreciate all of it. Did you know that according to the National Center for Law and Economic Justice that in 2012, 46.5 million Americans lived in poverty? That is the highest in 54 years. I quote this from the website, from which you will see at the bottom of the screen. Racial and ethnic minorities, women, children, and families headed by single women are particularly vulnerable to poverty and deep poverty. In addition to that, the website also states that children represent more than 1/3 of people living in poverty and deep poverty. Deep poverty, as defined by the National Center for Law and Economic Justice, is people with incomes 50% below the poverty line. Poverty is a big issue, not just in America, but also all over the world. But how can someone with a typical income help out in combating poverty? Well, first, I would like to request prayers from you. Not money, not time, but mainly prayer. Because I have faith that God will answer and He will provide for those in need. And second, I want to invite you to look around your community and see what is needed and find out what is something that someone with a full-time job or a full-time student can do to help those living in poverty. Mark Bustos is a great example of that. This is a man at a high-end hairstylist in New York. What is extremely special and inspiring about this man is that he uses his talent to help those in need, especially the homeless. What he does is he goes out into the streets and gives homeless people a free haircut. The pictures that you are seeing are from his Instagram account. He is absolutely an amazing, inspiring man. It is the simple thing that we do that make a difference, and I encourage everyone to share their talents. Well, with that said, let's see what Monet has to tell us.
Thank you, Rita. It is important for us, just like Mark Bustos, to treat everyone in society, whether they're homeless, whether they're royalty, whether they're kings and queens, as though we're treating them like the Father. Just like it shares with us in Matthew chapter 25, verses 31 onward. When the Son of Man comes in His glory, and all the angels with Him, He will sit on His glorious throne. All the nations will be gathered before Him, and He will separate the people one from another as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. He will put the sheep on His right and the goats on His left. Then the King will say to those on His right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father. Take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." Then the righteous will answer Him, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" The King will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." Then He will say to those on His left, "Depart from me, you who are cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, and you gave me nothing to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me nothing to drink. I was a stranger, and you did not invite me in. I needed clothes, and you did not clothe me. I was sick and in prison, and you did not look after me." They will also say and answer, "Lord, when did we see you hungry or thirsty, or a stranger, or needing clothes, or sick, or in prison, and did not help you?" He will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did not do for one of the least of these, you did not do for me." Then they will go away to eternal punishment, but the righteous to eternal life. So just like Matthew 25 tells us, it is important to treat the least of these in society, well, the quote-unquote least of these in society, the homeless, the beggars, those who society has cast out. Treat them with respect. Honor them as though you are treating the Father himself, because the Lord will reward you, and your reward is great in heaven.
That was absolutely beautiful, and I thank you for sharing the word of the Lord with us, something that we're always in need of. I want to share this video with you. It was a social experiment done in India. It is absolutely amazing to see a man in this situation share what he barely has. This video is titled, "This Will Change the Way You Think." And honestly, it really does. One would expect that one who has nothing in this world to cling on to what he has when he is given something. But that is not the case. Kindness does not come with more money. It comes from the peace we have in our hearts.
मेरे पास पैसे नहीं है, थोड़ा सा आप खाने के लिए दे सकते हैं, मेरे को बहुत भूख लग रही है, मेरे पास पैसे नहीं है। अंकल खाने के लिए दे सकते हो थोड़ा सा?
भूख लगी है,
थोड़ा सा दे दो, थोड़ा सा ही लो।
That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not liked us yet, please like us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and Instagram. The names are found below. And this is Rita. Thank you for watching The Word with Rita, and see you next week.